Hey, welcome to FlowStyleLiving. This is Sayo, and I'm here to talk to you today about nonviolent communication. This is created by someone named Marshall Rosenberg in the 1960s. It is a language framework for people to understand the feelings and needs of other people. The foundation of nonviolent communication is saying that you control your emotions. Whatever the trigger was to your response, that's on you. This is a total different way of thinking about how people communicate. Personal experience with it is I've been studying nonviolent communication for about 3.5 years now. The learning process has been a little difficult, but through practices, which I'll share with you later on at the end of the video, you'll be able to also become adept at it. Let's get into it. First thing that we'll learn is using this technology called Giraffe Ears. So I'm gonna just have little giraffe ears on my head. NVC is also known as the giraffe language. The reason it's the giraffe language is because their hearts and their body ratio is the largest. So their heart is huge. Also, their heads are the furthest from their hearts, so there's less moralistic judgments that happens, and we'll get into that more in a little bit. What we start to do is understand feelings and needs of other people and ourselves. So like in the last video, here's a little floating thing of the last video, please check it out after. We introduced nonviolent communication as a way to see human beings as inherently, innately good. And by that, it's seeing the universal human needs, which cover everyone on the planet, and see that when our needs are met, we are acting from a place of joy, happiness, gratitude, exuberance, so on and so forth. While these others, such negative emotions, which are also a gift and beneficial, happens when our needs are unmet. Here's a quick list of the needs. Yep, so better expanding your vocabulary of your needs as well as your feelings will help you understand and communicate through this framework, NVC. So Giraffe Ears basically is like superpowers. This gives you essentially armor from any criticism, blame, or judgment. Yes, this frees you from criticism, blame, or judgment. Annihilated. As long as you're using it effectively. The way nonviolent communication defines feelings are feelings that are free from story and thought. So here's a quick list of feelings that we think are feelings, because there's an analysis over what that emotion is. And that could lead us down a dark rabbit hole. And so how it works is it's going on the assumption that everyone is saying either one of two things: please or thank you. You want to be guessing, because that's what empathy is. It's trying your best to understand what that person is going through, their feelings and needs. So I'll be giving a few examples off the top of my head, and hopefully this will be able to exemplify the process of nonviolent communication in action. You threw away some garbage that you thought was garbage to them, but it turns out there was some sort of like hidden ring inside some garbage. And you're like, fuck, you just threw away my like $1,000 ring or something. Listening to their feelings, which are indicators to their needs. Being like, okay, these are the needs, they're not being met at the time. How do I find out that need more and more? And so off the bat, it could be you're needing your belongings to be in your possession, to stay in possession. It sounds a little funny, but people will still register it, right? Because as I said before, the best part about NVC is as long as you're guessing, people will tell you to get it more accurate. People just want to be understood. They will continually keep talking to you as long as you're guessing. Alright, so let's do something positive, because this is not only just for conflict resolution, this is also a great way to give gifts of appreciation. You ever had that when someone says, oh, thank you, you are the best, you are so awesome, you are amazing, you are the most spectacular star in the sky. And I felt a little apprehensive about like, I don't, thank you, you know. The reason why is because these are static images basically that people are giving you, you know, rather than them really showing their actual gratitude of what's happening inside them for that to happen. You see? Because what they're doing is they're getting those emotions and then attaching a label onto it and then giving it to you, right? Seeing that you are the creator of that emotion. Give you a very thoughtful gift, right? So, say you love model airplanes, and for your birthday, I gave you a model airplane. Got you the model airplane thing, right? And then you say, oh, thank you so much, you're the best. What I can hear is like, dude, with Giraffe Ears, this person is feeling very grateful and excited because their need for understanding, being understood of their personal likes is being met, and thoughtfulness, and seems like a trust for appreciation and being given to are being met. Yeah, that's an example of using Giraffe Ears. So you can really see how that is so much stronger than being like, hey, you're the best, you know. Not on the fault of the person because they're not aware of how this framework works. You, as the person who now knows how to use Giraffe Ears, can go out into the world and listen to the feelings of need of others and yourself to better understand what's really going on beneath the surface. Using Giraffe Ears is a practice. Sometimes I actually draw a little thing on my hand so I can remember that this is a constant attention to what's really happening in another person's heart and your heart. What is the emotion that you once thought was a feeling, but really, because you learned this video, Nonviolent Communication, using Giraffe Ears, that it's actually a diagnosis over a feeling. I love you for who you truly are, already are, and I'll see you next time.